but maybe just kind of reel in some of the gameplay because a lot of those overextensions can get you caught pretty early. Before we even transition to full screen, we saw Arrest starting us off.
Yeah, Arrest that didn't end up KOing. So, 40%, obviously not the biggest, deal to n0ne, especially given how kind of tanky Falcon is as a character. But, still it's pretty good damage. And, that damage is paying off in big, big chunks. That was a beautiful punish there. Got him out of that crucial, wow, I cannot speak today. The crouch cancel percent that matters so much in this matchup.
Yeah, n0ne evening it back up quick, fast, and in a hurry, though. It's just going to be looking... Or I think he was looking for Rising Stomp there and maybe just got down smash instead. But oh my gosh, what an extension.
Yeah, some of the stuff that n0ne does, he just moves so fast. And a huge part of that is, like, he's so experienced with the game that he is able to sort of see in the future a little bit, He kind of knows what he needs to do ahead of time if this kind of hit connects. And that's how he kind of moves at these speeds. They're just insane. But speaking of insane movement, Hbox is kind of putting on a clinic right now of how to play the matchup. He is dominating so far.
Yeah, defensively, that was so good. Just it looked like almost SDI into the up air, but double hit up smash is enough for n0ne to find the stock. I mean, hey, if you can find it, then good enough for me. Keeps it even right now, but this is high percent, and F smash is actually going to be enough to promote the edge guard situation here. Weak hit, fair 1-2, and you don't even need the third one.
What was so crazy about that sequence too was he crouched under the gentleman, and like the spacing of being just a wave dash away and the crouch made it so that it missed. And I'm not sure if he was sitting upwards, like if it would have been the same. But this is once again really good damage from Hbox.
Okay, yeah, just falling down with that drill multiple times. I mean, Hbox been using that, of course, as the edge guard tool as well, or the edge cancel tool as well, but yeah, looking so clean there off of a handful of stocks that n0ne was able to find, which looked insane.
Yeah, that was a very impressive showing from Hbox. So one thing I do like to talk about with this matchup is kind of, I mentioned already the crouching dynamic. Not just crouch cancel from Falcon, which is very important, but also Puff crouching. Puff is able to crouch under Falcon's grab, which a lot of people know, but it becomes a big mix-up where Falcon is able to use that stomp to kind of challenge that crouch, and then if they crouch too much, then you can kind of deal with the stomp because it's a pretty laggy move. So it's this weird like wheel of mix-ups that both players have to deal with. But while all that is being said, he just up-aired him to death there, Walt. Like, he took 120%. Holy crap.
Yeah, big gentleman, but Hbox breaks his way out with the fair, is playing kind of the corner pressure here now, and the drop zone fair was looking for the second one. But again, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in a situation like that, and Hbox just find the stock with a simple roll-up.
Yeah, no, the edge guards from Hbox are making n0ne's typically amazing recovery look not so good. Like, he's making it look like the character people believe Falcon to be, which is this guy who once he's off stage, he dies. But n0ne has like edge cancels. He kind of mixes it up with, even like side B and stuff, holding his double jump. He is hard to edge guard, and Hbox making it look easy.
Okay, caught jump. He was just looking to just take it real easy right there, but finds it with the rest regardless. He should come back with knee, though.
Yeah. Oh my god, the DI on the slide to actually stay alive there. That was incredible from Hbox. I know Hbox like 3 years ago, he's just dead there. So that's kind of the advancements in defensive play from 2021 Melee.
Yeah, and we even see kind of the patterns that you had mentioned in the Hbox Aklo set translating over to here as well. Hbox just comes off with Angel Invincibility, immediately goes for Pound, gets it right there, and it converts to rest this time.
But, we've been seeing really, really great, not just DI from n0ne, but the awareness that he should go for the DI. Because I think what a lot of people forget when someone survives a rest is if they don't survive a rest, you lose the trade opportunity. And that was just a very, very, very clean game from n0ne. If he doesn't live those rests, if he DIs away, he throws away the opportunity. But if he was just a little bit higher in percent, he is going to die off the top. So really, really good stuff from n0ne.
Yeah, we'll see if this converts. What's the punish here? Just got to be stomped. Just
oh my gosh! What? No way.
Was he looking for Falcon kick there? Or do you think he wanted Raptor boost? I wonder.
That's a good question. I at first I was like, is this actually Falcon kick? I think it was a Raptor boost, and it was just an input error. I think the Raptor boost makes way more sense.
Okay, anti-air, but missed rest number 2. It's just going to be raw knee reversal. Yeah, I love that option, actually. Hbox finds the tech, but I mean, the ideas are really good there. And I think it's kind of like, maybe if you don't think you have it as much off of grab follow-ups, where we'll see kind of Wizzy shine in these situations versus Hbox, n0ne has been finding kills so often through just kind of like raw input reads, and then just like reading Hbox's defense. Like, he just get a raw knee and then just sees what Hbox does off of the defense out of it. So maybe that's what he needs to get an advantage in this set.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. Once again, I do want to point out that like Hbox has also been living knees that like you just don't think he should live. Obviously, that one would have been, you know, a Christmas miracle, but some of the, you know, he got kneed at like 85% or something on the left side of the stage and didn't die. So, you know, that kind of survivability matters a lot, especially on Dreamland, where you already have that vertical survivability just by default from the stage.
Yeah, and I think this is going to kind of open up potentially in favor for n0ne, but no jump here either. He's dead. Yeah, just grabs ledge. That is so unfortunate. Just 4 or 5 baby weak fair hits, and n0ne dies for that. Got to kind of work pretty hard to make this one back, but n0ne with a little bit of stage advantage here.
Yeah, that actually was the comeback that Hbox needed, and I really feel like this is kind of going to define the set. You know, they're both even. All of the momentum is in the, you know, the favor of the person who takes it. And oh my God, there's the first grab, crouch, missed rest, or like, you know, missed grab into a rest, and oh my gosh, this is just so close.
Yeah, so I think that was actually a rest out of shield, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I believe he actually just hit a crouch kind of quickly. I don't.
Okay.
I think he let go of shield. Honestly, it might have been a wave dash to shield into like a crouch, but he definitely was crouching when the rest occurred.
Sure. Yeah, we'll see if n0ne can find the stock right here. There are kind of really interesting patterns that have been coming up through the set, but I mean, it's really kind of single hit decides it all in just a moment. So, phantom hit on that forward air was so huge.
You know, this is definitely at a percent where knee on the left or right side of the stage will kill, but not in the center, I believe. And this is a big opening. Doesn't get the tech chase, though. That's kind of a weakness that Falcon doesn't have, where he is able to follow up on techs a lot more easily. But, they're both just so close. This barely isn't a knee. Oh, my gosh. It's an air. This isn't going to do it yet, though. Needs a strong hit or just to zone him out with up air. A lot safer of a move.
Yeah, and we see this right here. n0ne does not want to play from above the Jigglypuff at this juncture of the game. It's just kind of like single hit of anything will do it. This is a tough position to be in, and this is where he finds the stock.
Oh my. And,
that's it.
You know, the story of the whole set so far has just been these forward air edge guards, man. Like, every single time that n0ne is off the stage, Hbox has not dropped that. And like, I said this before, I think that game, you know, we're gonna look back at that and be like, that was the set right there. You know, if n0ne closes that out, like that could not have been closer. You know, all the momentum's in his corner, but Hbox, he's keeping it cool. He's the clutch box we know and love, some of us. So.
Yeah. I mean, like, I do truly think that it was just kind of a breakthrough in the game plan for n0ne, because he was staying underneath that puff pretty diligently for the entire stock, and the second he goes above Jigglypuff, Hbox just capitalizes, takes that stock, and steals the game away. Now it's set point and a grand finals return for Hbox on the horizon.
Yeah, no, definitely Hbox looking to wrap this up, but I'm sure n0ne, you know, he is not yet. He has proven time and time again just how explosive his punish game is, and once again, we've seen it right there, you know, got a quick amount of percent on, you know, Jigglypuff, a character historically people have complained about, you know, being difficult to combo, and yet n0ne making it look easy. But
that's precarious. Yeah,
man, off stage he is just a sitting duck against Hbox's edgeguard so far.
Yeah, and it gets so tough, man. Like, you talk about, you know, patterns throughout this entire set. n0ne has started to opt for kind of falling up airs or rising up airs by the ledge to kind of intercept Hbox's drop zone fair attempts. And that's what got him killed in game 3, right? Because Hbox started catching on to that, saying like, he's going to present a hitbox here at the ledge. I'm just going to wait, and then I just kill him for going for that because he doesn't get ledge in time. So it's kind of like a weird 50-50 mix-up, like you had mentioned earlier, with how Hbox plays around crouch and then shield if he doesn't want to get grabbed or doesn't want to get hit in those situations. The ledge play has just been insanely kind of overdeveloped over the span of these 4 games so far.
Yeah, you know, we said this before about how kind of Hbox is that information-based player. You know, we've been making jokes about Canadian ISPs today. Like, if he was an ISP, he would have some of the fastest download speed ever, man. He takes in so much information. Already earlier, we've been seeing him try to, like, read the jump of n0ne in these, like, really, really critical moments where, like, using both of these characters actually have amazing aerial drift, but especially Jigglypuff, and he is like fishing. He's kind of pulling in and out of n0ne's range, and he's just looking for that kind of opportunity to get just a big opening through an up tilt and up air, you name it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
exactly. n0ne knocking on the door of a Game 5 right now. We'll see if he can get it, but it's the same regardless of the player, man. If Hbox gets this down to last game, you start sweating a little bit.
Absolutely. You know, I can't overstate how important that previous game was, and Hbox with all the momentum, 78%. Even down, it feels like he's doing really, really well.
Good neutral get up.
Just holding down.
Ooh, slow get up actually is going to just get forward smash right here. What's the recovery? There is none. It's last stock. We'll see. Hbox has just been so on point with finding these early rests, but n0ne has been living a lot of them. Let's see if n0ne can make this a Game 5.
Yeah, no, he has been very, very, very aware of the percents of when he lives or dies. Definitely a player who has a lot of experience in this matchup, but that is so huge, Walt. Will this be an edge guard that Hbox drops? That's the first one so far.
Yeah, so necessary there. Like on, oh, he might get the rest. He missed it. It's over. Okay, Game 5. Game 5. Did he pop off for missing it?
Wow.
Okay.
I can see why, you know, Hbox needing a bit of a breather there, you know, just barely missed that rest, you know, obviously a painful moment for Hbox fans, but also, you know, it does not take like if you look at the rest hitbox, you know, sometimes these puff players make it look easy. Sometimes it is easy, you know, with an up throw on a spacey or something, but just a little bit off there and, you know, you lose your stock.
Yeah. And this is 2 games in a row now, Radar, where that recovery on the right side actually just decides the game, right? So game 3, n0ne goes for the rising up air, gets his jump lost, and then just gets clipped by Hbox for the stock. Game 4, n0ne actually gets the hug off on the recovery, which gives him enough space because Hbox was at such high percent to be able to grab ledge, refresh, and then ultimately find the stock off of the miscue from Hbox. So crazy back and forth so far. Yeah, can definitely see some mental anguish coming through from Hbox right now, just trying to figure out how to handle this Game 5. Because, like I said before, man,
died, man. Like he literally looks like someone died. He's like, you know, honestly, it's like his friend was like, "Bro, she left me, man," and he's like,
"Oh my gosh,
that's tough, man. Oh, damn, man. I don't know what to say, man. Just doesn't know. Like, oh,
yeah, it's going to be a close one for sure." And actually, when we get to Game 5 situations, like I had said at the start of this set, the 3 wins that n0ne has lifetime against Hbox all went to Game 5. Any other time they went to Game 5, I think there were only 5 sets total where they went 5 games, and n0ne won 3 of them. So kind of advantageous position, but I mean, Hbox has got to know that this is going down to the wire.
yeah, no, absolutely. I think a huge part of it is n0ne's experience in the matchup. Like, there's a lot of things we already talked about his kind of DI off the rest, which is, you know, a good example of like some players kind of autopilot it and always DI hard away at low percents. n0ne knowing not to do that. But there's just a lot of other things. Like he really understands the mix-ups in neutral. Just, yeah, I don't know. Very, very experienced player. Not surprised to see him get to Game 5. But yeah, I was about to say, where are we going to see on terms of counter picks? Stadium makes sense. Oh, this is going to be rest, yeah.
Gosh, what a clean stock from Hbox. It took him a little bit to cool off, but oh my gosh, did he find it.
Yeah, man. Like, even still, though, 46%, like, it doesn't look like a lot. And, you know, the meme is that Puff dies early. But, you know, you can get, like, say, up air into a tech chase, into a knee, and all of a sudden, she's gone. Like, this is enough time. Like, there's enough percent. Hbox barely living there, just a bit further off on the stage, and he takes that. And, you know, despite a clean 0 to death at the start of this game, doesn't this feel winnable for n0ne? Like, doesn't this feel like all he needs is a good back air, up air, and then we're right back in it?
Yeah, n0ne feels totally in control right now. Hbox has just not found any room to breathe. Even when he goes cross court and n0ne has to just kind of overextend for something huge, he's finding it right now.
I'm so stressed.
That I don't
Every
know.
single moment. Yeah, this is it. Just okay. That's gonna do it. Gets the up air in a position to, there's no way for Hbox to DI out of that as long as he kind of reads that correctly. But answers right back, and we're back to a one stock lead. This is again, n0ne always strikes me as a player who has an amazing mentality. It's like he's shopping at the grocery store, not playing in grand finals.
Is it over?
It's not looking good, man. Even n0ne kind of championship mentality. Hbox had that conversation with his friend, man. He learned about the death of his grandmother, and that was enough. I'm sorry. But
okay,
all
yeah.
that being said,
Yeah, let's see if n0ne can answer it right back. I mean, and again, with the stocks that n0ne had been able to take so far, just felt so in control and poised. It's just kind of like slight miscues here, where it's like continuing the gentleman into rapid jabs, and Hbox just crouch underneath, goes for rest, and it somehow finds an entire kill off of it. Not out of the realm of possibility, but the fact that Hbox has a full stock to pull the trigger on rest again is pretty scary for n0ne.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is still. I was just gonna say this is still doable, and then it looked like he was about to get a rest. But yeah, this is still a very close match. I'm just kind of zoning out here, trying to think of like it just feels like n0ne is kind of on the edge the whole time, and that is gonna do it.
Okay. All right. I'm down. He's got the 2 trophies in the back, man. I mean, we were talking about him going for a third one, but it is kind of crazy when you think about it, because it's like Hbox took like an extra 30 seconds there, minute of just kind of recomposing, and what a difference that made between games 4 and game 5 of just like complete shift in momentum, complete shift in kind of how nuanced that neutral interaction had been throughout the set. So much of the pattern recognition I wanted to bring up between n0ne and Hbox came from the recoveries, which we had talked about, either rising up air or just dying to drop zone fair, or in the case of game 4, where n0ne picked up the hug and was able to get enough distance to actually grab ledge again and recover. So that's the first set of patterns versus what you had mentioned earlier in the set, Radar, in being able to play around Jigglypuff's crouch to dodge grab, and then it kind of evolves over the span of a set where the Puff wants to crouch to dodge grab, but then it's like, okay, the Falcon will just stomp or do any type of aerial in response. So what's the call in response to that? You shield it, and then when you present the shield, Falcon gets the opportunity to go for grab yet again. So there's so much back and forth when it comes to how these interactions play out over the span of the set. Hbox kind of just threw all of that out the window and destroyed n0ne in that last game.
It reminds me a lot of I believe it was like Beast, one of the Beast tournaments where Armada was down against Leffen, and he took a moment to kind of like essentially like meditate, man, for like 30,
Yeah.
40 seconds. And while I'm making bad grandma jokes and stuff, Hbox really did like regain composure, focus, and I feel like that is actually why, he's kind of known as Clutchbox. That's actually why he's just able to sort of like turn it on, and really impressive stuff. But again, if people are just tuning in right now, they might not know that Hbox is in losers right now, and he lost to Aklo.
Yeah.
Like Aklo played a brilliant set in winners, and despite this crazy what's it called, mentality of Hbox's, Aklo was looking pretty comfortable, man. He was taunting every single stock. I am really curious to see how they play out this coming set, man.
Yeah, so going into grand finals, Aklo with 1 set of cushion. We talked about his head-to-head being 1-9. Now that is shifted up to 2-9 going into this, and we'll see if he can make it a 3-9 head-to-head. But before we get into this grand finals, we have a pretty special trailer that we want to show you guys. Ritter, I know as a fellow Canadian, you're probably very excited about this, but guys, check it out right now. Keep it locked over here, and hopefully you're as excited as we are to see what we got going up next.
That
That's
was
pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Like you mentioned, I am Canadian. I am actually living in BC. So Battle of BC is going to be pretty hype. It's been a long time. The last one was in 2019 for pretty obvious reasons. Weren't able to kind of return to that live event due to COVID, and it's going to be a good one. I can already tell you guys it's going to be a good one.
Did they announce dates yet for that? I don't recall seeing one on there.
I do see Kevin in chat right now. Battle of BC will be back
Okay.
June 10th to 12th. I will definitely be there. It's kind of in my backyard, and it's a good tournament. It's consistently been a good tournament, and I think just based on all the stuff that we've seen with kind of Galint Melee Open, I think this is kind of going to be that, like, the next tournament is going to be a huge level up. They've learned
Sure.
so much during this time, so.
Yeah, yeah, very, very exciting stuff. Shout outs to Deer as well, of course, organizer for GMO. What you're watching on your very screens right now, but he'll be organizing Battle of BC this upcoming summer. That's going to be super exciting. I would love to make it out to that as well because I've actually never even been to Canada in my life, so that'll be a really fun thing to try out.
Yeah,
But oh, all
we
right.
do have a fun segment that we've been doing throughout this broadcast. Who's that Smasher coming up in a bit? So that should be a lot of fun. I don't know if it's coming up right now. Uh, yeah, we are going to
Oh,
be.
okay.
Yeah,
We're
we're going to be
playing.
guessing with the rest of the chat.
Cool.
Uh,
Okay.
Here it
Who's
comes.
that, Marth?
I haven't played this yet, so I'm I don't know if I'm gonna be good at this or not.
So you watch the clip and you go, okay, this is who that player is. So we have to figure out who the Marth is.
Okay.
Let's
Logan?
narrow down the options.
I don't think it is. I think it actually is. It's a lot of down tilts from Zane in a matchup where he doesn't down tilt that much.
Oh wait,
I still
Kadoran's an
feel like
option.
it
Let's
might
see.
be-
This is tough.
I still feel like it might be Zane. I think.
Oh,
think
against
Zane.
the Falco though, it has to be Zane. Yeah.
Who's that,
Yeah.
Fox?
Who's
Okay.
that Fox? All right. All right, got a Fox Ditto.
Wait, which Fox are we looking at?
I'm sure it's the blue one, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Goes for the back throw into the up smash.
Let's narrow
that's
Yeah.
down
tricky.
the
Play that again.
options.
Play that again.
Yeah. Access fat lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, the back
Gotta
throw
be.
kind of.
Yeah, drill reset is such a lucky thing to do.
I could.
Or no,
also
it could be
see
S-Fat.
that.
Shit.
I could see it
It's
being
Taps
S-Fat.
Money.
Is
Oh my
neither? Oh my! I'm so bad at this.
Who's that, Captain Falcon?
That did not seem like a
I
hack
feel like
clip, but-
yeah, I feel like Lucky is such a drill resetter on platform. That was yeah.
Okay, this is a Who's That Falcon clip. So, I mean, it's not Wizzy. That might not even be an option. But this is not Wizzy. So
Let's
that much I
narrow
know.
down the options.
I mean, there you go. So I'm
A lot
gonna
of wall
say
jumps
none.
here.
I'm gonna say none.
Yeah, I think it's. I think I can agree with that.
I think we just saw a lot of n0ne play. That looks like n0ne to
It's
me.
n0ne.
Yeah.
Nice.
Almost everyone's saying Johnny in the chat. We just watched like a bunch of n0ne sets.
Yeah, there was
But,
there was a lot of backup for that educated guess there, but yeah, that was a fun little segment. I like that a lot. I hope we include that in some more events in the future because it's just a fun little game to play.
It's a great idea, and I think the fun part, like the most interesting part about it, is for so long people used to say like you could tell even if you changed the colors, even if you did anything, you could tell who's playing. And
Yeah.
it's like, can you actually? And the answer is actually yes. So super cool idea.
Yeah, just goes to show the beauty of this game. And we're going to get one more set here for you guys tonight, guys, at GMO Fall. This is going to be Aklo coming from winner's side up against a returning Hungrybox. Can Aklo double eliminate Hbox and take first place over a Jigglypuff player who wanted to get the three-peat?
Yeah, and there's so much at stake here for both these guys. For Hbox, he wants the three-peat. You can see the 2 trophies in the back left. That is like not a coincidence. He wants to be the kind of Galint Melee Open champion, the guy associated with the event. And then of course for Aklo, he's kind of the underdog. Even though he's already taken a set, I think a lot of people still are putting their channel